Hello, everyone. This is TribeFan879, and this is Rockies Week in Simulation Baseball, where we will recap all the offline games played in the 2018 Colorado Rockies Stratomatic Super Advanced Replay. And today we'll start with Game 1 of a three-game series. This is the Rockies traveling to Atlanta to play the Braves. Kyle Freeland faced Sean Newcomb, and the Braves are out early. Ronald Acuna with a leadoff triple, and Ozzie Albies follows with a single, brings home Acuna, 1-0 Braves. The Braves would extend their lead in the third inning. Acuna once again with a lead, this time with a leadoff triple again, so back-to-back triples for Acuna, and then Ozzie Albies brought him home again, this time with an RBI ground out to short, and 2-0 Braves. The Rockies come back in the top of the fourth. Carlos Gonzalez reached on a Albies error. He goes to third on an Ian Desmond double. They walked David Dahl to load the bases. And then Chris Iannetta hit a hot shot to second. His only play was to first. And that scored Gonzalez. It's 2-1. The Braves would extend their lead in the bottom half of the fourth. Single by Nick Markakis. Johan Camargo with a single, put runners on first and third. And then Tyler Flowers with an RBI double, put runners on second and third. Adam Duvall with an RBI groundout. And then Dansby Swanson with a sacrifice fly. The Rockies lead 5-1. You thought this one might be in the bag, but no. Top half the fifth. Charlie Blackmon leadoff walk, and then an error by Johan Camargo puts runners on first and second. After an Arenado flyout, Trevor Story rips one into the gap, and he'd go for third, and that would score both Charlie Blackmon and DJ LeMahieu. Let me slow down here a little bit. And here is, follows with Carlos Gonzalez with another triple. And then that'll score Story. And here's Ian Desmond follows with a double. The Rockies would put up 4 in the inning and be tied after 5, and then the Rockies just keep adding on. Sixth inning, Freeland with a leadoff single. Blackmon with a double. They tried to score Freeland, but he is out at home. That's okay. They had a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. And we had DJ LeMahieu followed with a single, moves runners to first and third, and then Nolan Arenado with a 3-run homer. That put the score at 8-5. And then we go to the top half of the seventh inning. Back-to-back walks from Iannetta and then Garrett Hampson pinch hitting. And then Charlie Blackmon, after runners moved up to second and third on a wild pitch, Charlie Blackmon drove them both home with an RBI double. 10-0. They get another run in the eighth inning. Back-to-back one-out singles by Trevor Story and Carlos Gonzalez. After Ian Desmond was hit by a pitch, David Dahl hit into a fielder's choice. Hit with a dribbler out in front of the plate. They tried to get 2, but they could not. And Story scored to make it 11-5. Chris Rusan came in the ninth inning. He gave a 2-run homer to Ronald Acuna Jr. Had a fantastic day. 3 for 5, 2 triples, and a home run. But it was not enough. The Rockies win 11-7. The win goes to Freeland, who went 6 innings, and the loss will probably go to Sean Newcomb. No, it'll probably go to Kobe Allard, who went who pitched into the 6th. All right, so game 123 was played on the channel. If you want to watch that again, please do so. It was Antonio Senzatella and Mike Fultonevich. All right, the next 3 games were not played on the channel. This is the final game of the 3-game series against the Braves. Herman Marquez and Anibal Sanchez. The epitome of a pitcher's duel, we'll say that much. It was scoreless. We'll say for the first 13 innings, the Rockies did have chances. They had a runners on second and third in the fourth inning, and actually the bases loaded with 2 outs in the fourth inning and did not score. They had a runner on second with nobody out and could not score. In the ninth inning, they had a runner on second, and then on a single from Gerardo Parra, they sent Story home, and he was gunned down at the plate. Hi. All right. Well, anyway, we go to the 14th inning. We were almost out of pitchers by this point. AJ Minter is in the game to start the. Actually, was it? Yeah, Minter was in. No, Minter. Sam Freeman started the. Actually, no, it's in Sam. Sorry, Luke Jackson started the 14th. Walked a Story, singled to Parra, 3-run homer by Ryan McMahon, and then a single by Tony Walters. Hampson struck out, a walk to Blackman, and this is with Sam Freeman pitching. So that put runners on first and second. Then Story with LeMahieu with an RBI single. After a dull ground out, Arenado walked, and then Story singled. Actually, the dull ground out scored a run, and then that would be 5 in the inning, and you would have thought that would have been enough. But gas can Wade Davis came on, and the first 3 batters reached in the bottom of the 14th. Leadoff single by Ender Enciarte. Then Charlie Culberson with a double scores Enciarte. And then a walk to Flowers. He got Kurt Suzuki to foul out to Arenado. But then a double by Ronald Acuna scored Culberson and put Flowers at third. And then Ozzie Albies with a 3-run homer tie game. And in comes Brian Shaw. Double by Freddie Freeman. Goes to third on a wild pitch. And then Nick Markakis with a ballpark single. Drive home safely. Braves win 6-5. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. AJ Minter gets the win, getting the final out in the 14th. And Brian Shaw gets the loss. Yeah, because he put on the... Actually, no. Shaw gets the loss. He put the go-ahead run on. So, all right, nothing too crazy in the first 2 games against the San Diego Padres. This is Robbie Erlin and Tyler Anderson. Rockies get individual runs in the first and second inning, but we'll start the first inning. DJ LeMahieu with a 1-out triple scores on a Nolan Arenado single, 1-0. They get another run in the second inning. Chris Iannetta leadoff double, and then Tyler Anderson with an RBI single. He only had 1 RBI in the season. This might be it. So 2-0, and it remained that way until the bottom of the 6th when Erlin just ran out of gas. Arenado with a leadoff single. Story followed with a single, put runners on the corners. And then Carlos Gonzalez with an RBI single scored Arenado. Ian Desmond walked to load the bases, and then David Dahl with a RBI double scoring Story and Gonzalez. Desmond would go to third, and then Charlie Blackman with a 2-out single scores Desmond and moves Dahl to third, and then DJ LeMahieu with a dribbler single that finds its way through. This is all off of Robert Stock, and that makes it 7-0. Padres would get a run in the top of the 7th. Singles by Austin Hedges and Franmil Reyes, and Manny Margot with a little dribbler. Only play was the first, and that scores Hedges. But the Rockies answer in the bottom half of the 8th. Two-out rally, singles by LeMahieu and Arenado, and then Trevor Story with an RBI double scores LeMahieu. The Padres get a run in the ninth off of Roussin. Let's see. We have singles by Franmil Reyes and Manny Margot, and then with Corey Spangenberg came in the game on a double switch, and he had a sacrifice fly. That made it 8-2, but that was your final. Anderson goes 6 innings for the win. He gave up 2 hits in the 7th. They pulled him after that. And then Erlin gets the loss. He went 5 innings in defeat. All right, final offline game. This is game 2 of the series. This is Jacob Nix against John Gray. Almost all Rockies, although we'll get to the details. Rockies get out in the bottom of the 2nd. Solo home run by Trevor Story. This sort of be a recurring theme here. Go to the top of the 3rd, though. The Padres do come back. Manny Margot with a single. Nick sacrificed him the 2nd. He goes to 3rd on a wild pitch, Margot does. And then Travis Jankowski with an RBI groundout, 1-1. However, Carlos Gonzalez would put the Rockies up in the bottom half of the 3rd, a 1-out solo home run, 2-1. And then in the bottom of the 4th, the wheels fell off for Nix and the Padres. Ian Desmond with a leadoff walk. Tony Wolters was hit by a pitch. John Gray laid down a nice sacrifice bunt, put runners on 2nd and 3rd. And then Charlie Blackmon with a 2-run single put the Rockies ahead 4-1. Carlos Gonzalez hit his 2nd home run of the day, a solo shot, and then Arenado with a single. And Trevor Story said, anything you can do, I can do just the same. He hits his 2nd home run of the day, 2-run shot. Rockies put up 6 in the inning, and that put them up 8-1. The Padres got back-to-back home runs in the 6th inning. Corey Spangenberg and Austin Hedges, back-to-back 2-out home runs in the 6th. And then that would be it for Gray after 6. They pulled him. Let's see. The Rockies would get 2 more runs in the 7th inning. Single by Arenado, a single by Story. Actually, I'm guessing it's a double by Story, and then scores Arenado, and then Desmond would hit into a double play, but that'd be enough to score another run. A final score 10-3. Gray gets the win, and Nix gets the loss. All right, next game on the channel will be the final of this series, which is Joey Lucchesi and Kyle Freeland. Next series after that is against the Rockies. Against the Cardinals, I should say. Miles Michaelis faces Antonio Senzatella in game 1 of that series. We will play that. The other 2 games will be played offline. And then they go for a little short 2-gamer. They go to Los Angeles to play the Angels. The first game of that series is John Gray and Odorismer Despaigne. We'll go ahead and play that game out of the 2. And then after I finish the second game of the Angels, we'll have a shortened Rockies Weekend Simulation Baseball. All right, everybody. Please make sure you hit the like button. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so. And make sure you hit that bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, may your games be lively and your games be good. Have a good day, everybody.